Imagine starting a business with nothing but an idea, a kitchen table, and an unstoppable drive to succeed. Now picture that idea growing into a multi-million or even billion-dollar brand. Sounds impossible? Think again. Because today, we're talking about the women who did exactly that. From homemade products to boardroom empires, these women turned everyday struggles into global success stories. How did they do it? And what can we learn from them? Stick around because their journeys will change the way you see success. Whether you're dreaming of starting your own business or just love stories of resilience, this video is for you. Let's dive into the incredible rise of self-made businesswomen. Every great success story starts somewhere, and for many women entrepreneurs, that somewhere is home, literally. The kitchen table, the garage, or a tiny apartment, these were their first offices. Why? Because they didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They started with what they had. Take Sarah Blakely, for example. She was selling fax machines door to door, frustrated by uncomfortable underwear. She had no fashion background, no business degree, and only $5,000 in savings. But she had an idea, shapewear that actually worked. She cut the feet off her pantyhose, created a prototype, and pitched her idea to manufacturers. Most turned her down, but she didn't stop. She kept pushing until she found someone willing to take a chance. That one idea became Spanx, a billion-dollar brand. And then there's Madame C.J. Walker. Imagine being a black woman in the early 1900s, facing racial and gender discrimination at every turn. She had no formal education, but she had a problem: hair loss due to poor hair care products available for black women. So she experimented, created her own formula, and started selling it door to door. Fast forward a few years, and she became the first female self-made millionaire in America. Success doesn't come easy, especially for women in business. Many of these entrepreneurs faced rejection, financial struggles, and outright doubt from people around them. But they didn't let those obstacles stop them. Ever heard of Barbara Corcoran? Before she became a millionaire real estate mogul and a star on Shark Tank, she was a waitress who borrowed $1,000 to start her own business. She grew her company from a tiny operation into a $5 billion real estate empire. But guess what? When her boyfriend and business partner left her for another woman, he told her she'd never make it without him. Imagine that. Instead of letting that define her, she used it as fuel. She worked harder, got smarter, and proved him wrong. Then there's Sophia Amoruso. She started selling vintage clothes on eBay while working a low-paying job. She didn't have a plan, just an eye for fashion and a lot of hustle. That little online store turned into Nasty Gal, a $100 million fashion brand. Her story had ups and downs, but it showed that you don't need a fancy background to succeed, you just need to start. So what do all these women have in common? 3 things: persistence, creativity, and fearlessness. First, they didn't wait for the right moment. They started with what they had. Whether it was mixing hair products in a kitchen, shipping clothes from a tiny apartment, or making cold calls to manufacturers, they took action before they felt ready. Second, they embraced failure. Every single one of these women was rejected at some point. Investors said no, friends and family doubted them. But instead of quitting, they adjusted their strategy and kept going. Rejection isn't a dead end, it's just redirection. And third, they understood the power of financial independence. Every one of these women built something that gave them freedom. Freedom to make decisions, to walk away from bad situations, and to create their own future. Money isn't just about wealth, it's about choice. All right, let's make this personal. You might be thinking, well, that's great for them, but what about me? The truth is, every business starts small. Whether you want to start a side hustle, launch your own company, or just explore new skills, you have to start somewhere. So here's what you can do today. 1. Stop waiting for permission. No one is going to hand you success. If you have an idea, take action. Write it down, research, make a plan, and take the first step. 2. Learn from others. Read books, listen to podcasts, and study successful entrepreneurs. If these women figured it out, so can you. 3. Build your network. Connect with other women in business. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, push you, and challenge you to grow. And there you have it. Proof that success doesn't come from luck, money, or the perfect timing. It comes from action, resilience, and believing in yourself. These self-made women built their empires from scratch, and so can you. Which story inspired you the most? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video fired you up, hit that like button, subscribe to Women Shaping History, and share this with a future businesswoman in your life. Because remember, every big business starts small. And the next success story? It could be you.